and welcome to the Digitally She Does It show. This is episode 121, and in today's episode, I'm asking the question, are you actually showing up for the success that you want? So let's jump right in and let's get started. Welcome to the Digitally She Does It show. I'm your host Karen, and I'm here to lift the lid on what it actually takes to create a successful business. If you are an ambitious creative ready to build a business on your own terms and without compromise, then this podcast is perfect for you. With my award-winning approach to marketing and expert knowledge in creating online courses, this show will leave you feeling inspired, energized, and ready to bring those big dreams to life. Join me each week for a dose of motivation and marketing know-how, along with actionable step-by-step strategies to help you accelerate your business's growth. So let's dive in, and don't forget to subscribe to all my upcoming episodes, which drop every Wednesday. Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining me today. I'm your host Karen, and I really do appreciate you hitting that play button to listen to today's episode. In today's episode, I'm talking about success and asking the question, are you showing up in the way that you need to show up in order to achieve the success that you actually want? So we're going to be diving in and exploring that in a moment. But before we dive in, this episode is sponsored by the Easy Course Kickstarter Kit. This is your kit for getting started online. So if you've got an idea in your head that you think would make a great online course, then this is the kit that you want to get hold of. So get that idea out of your head and actually get it into the world where you can actually make some money. So let's talk about the Easy Course Kickstarter Kit. It's a place where you can validate your idea, you can plan your idea with purpose, understand what you need to do next, know what those steps are, and plan out your idea so that you know that you'll make money from it. And within this kit, there's some bonus tools that's going to help you to move faster, to stay focused, and actually finish what you started. So if you are interested in getting off the thinking block and getting started, head on over to www.karen-davies.com/kit to grab your copy and finally get your course out of your head and into the world, because there's never been a better time to package up your expertise and start earning from what you know. So head on over to my website and go and get access. Okay, so let's dive into today's episode. And today I am asking the powerful question, are you showing up in your business as the person that you need to be to create the success that you want? It's a big question, isn't it? It's powerful. So I want to talk about it because sometimes in business we show up thinking that how we are showing up is going to give us the outcomes that we desire, when actually it's not. And the reason being, it's because sometimes we don't make the decisions that we need to make to be able to achieve the outcome, because we hold ourselves back, we get in our own way, and we don't take the action that needs to be taken to get that outcome. So I want to talk about the very first step that often affects that, and it is the decision. The decision to take that first step in whatever you're doing, the decision to show up on video if that's what's needed, or the decision to invest in your own personal growth. Or even the decision to keep going when things feel a little bit crazy, or they're not going right, or maybe it just feels slow. Maybe business is not happening in the way you want it to happen and things just feel a bit heavy. Often we think we're just waiting for clarity or to find that motivation, or even waiting for the right time to appear. But if we zoom out, what we actually realise is that we're just avoiding making a decision. Because success doesn't come from a lightning bolt moment. success comes from a series of small, consistent, and sometimes courageous decisions, even when it feels really uncomfortable and you really don't want to do it. And the reason why I say this is because I come into contact with many entrepreneurs that have big dreams, big goals, big visions. And they'll be doing well. There'll be small things that are going on that they are doing, but then they stop. So they'll get so far and then they will hold themselves back. And often it's born out of fear or discomfort. But when we do that, what we're not doing is we're not committing fully. We're making the decision that we're only going to do so much. We're not going to go all in. And I think sometimes in order to get that success that we're looking for, we have to go all in. We have to get uncomfortable. We have to try and test things that we've never done before because we need to see if they're going to work. We have to have conversations that may feel uncomfortable or heavy, or even start trying things that we have absolutely never done before. We have to go to that place of discomfort. Because success often comes from the other side of that fear. And when you hold yourself back and you don't do the thing that you need to do, it can prevent you from achieving that outcome that you're looking to achieve in order to get that success. It's really important that when you decide to do something, you take consistent action, because it's that consistent action that's actually going to get you to the other side, that's going to get you to where you want to get to. So ask yourself, what decision am I currently avoiding that could move me closer to what I actually want? Now, I was in a conversation last week with someone who is creating an online business. That's their desire. They have a side gig that pays the bills at the moment, but they have a desire to create an online business that is going to support them and their family. They have the skills, the knowledge, the expertise. They have everything that they need to make it happen. But one of the things that they're not doing, they're not taking consistent action because they keep getting in their own way. There is a mirage of excuses as to why they haven't done something. And what the truth is, like if you were to strip it all back and get to the real heart of it, it's fear. They're fearful. They're scared that they're going to fail. And I 100% get it. 100% get it, because every single day there's always that potential. But here's the thing, as long as you show up and you try your best and you keep going, you're not going to fail. But I understand that feeling. Number one, it feels uncomfortable. Number two, you may not know fully what you're doing. And number three, it's that fear of failure. So I get it. I've first-hand experience. I'm always having to get uncomfortable to do what I do. So I've learned to get uncomfortable because it's necessary for what I want. But I 100% get it, that it can be really hard to move forward when that fear is holding you back. But, and this is where reframing needs to happen, if you don't try, then you don't know. And I do think, however cliche this is, it's better to have tried and failed than not to have tried at all. Look at it this way. When you're old and you're in your nursing home and you're looking back on your life, what are you going to regret? You're never going to regret trying, but you will always regret not trying. And that's what we have to take on board. So when we hold ourselves back and we keep ourselves safe, because that's what we know, because it feels good to be safe, by not putting ourselves out and getting uncomfortable to do what we want to do, we're not then going to achieve those results. The only way through is getting uncomfortable. So let me ask you again, what decision are you avoiding that's going to move you closer to what you want? There is most likely something standing in your way that you are avoiding that's stopping you getting to that outcome that you want. And it may be something as simple as, I need to be more visible, but I'm uncomfortable being invisible, so I'm not going to be. I'm only going to post one post a week on Instagram, and it's going to be a static post. Now, you and I both know that in order to get visible, you need to do some video. But to do video, you have to get uncomfortable if you're not comfortable with doing video. So it could be as simple as that. You need to do video because that's what's going to help you become more visible. So what can you do? Can you create that video? Can you do something small that's going to help you move forward? We have to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. We have to do the things that most people won't do, because that'll be what'll make a difference. And there is a school of thought here. It's the 80-20 rule. 20% of what you're doing is actually going to make a difference. Whereas the 80%, which is the comfort zone, is probably what's going to keep you stuck. So we have to go to that 20%. What is your 20%? For a long time, for me, I needed to grow my audience. And so for a long time, I got stuck because I wanted to launch this podcast and I couldn't do it. It took me 2 years to launch this podcast because the thought of being visible and speaking and doing it every week and having to commit scared the heebie-jeebies out of me. It absolutely terrified me. And then having to promote my podcast and then position myself as a podcaster and actually take ownership of my content. Oh my God, that was scary. It took me 2 years. Now I look back and I think, oh my God, I wasted 2 years because podcasting is the best thing I've done. Absolutely love it. Then it came to webinars. Those webinars, honestly, for years, I would book in a webinar to teach something and I'd cancel it because I was fearful of the unknown. I didn't know how it was going to go and I thought I'd fail. So I cancelled them. I'd book them in, I'd do a bit of promotion, and then as the day got nearer, I'd cancel because I was fearful. I was scared of failing. I didn't want people not to turn up. And I didn't want to confront the fact that that could be an option. So I cancelled them. It was out of fear. So what are you doing and what could you do differently? Webinars for me now, most months I run them and they are by far one of the best tools that I could use to grow my audience. But again, I missed out on so much time because I was trapped in fear. The moment I stepped out of fear, things started to happen. Things started to change. So we have to take ownership of what we're doing, how we're showing up, how we're behaving, and how that's playing out in our business as well. I also want to talk about being practical. We have to be practical in our businesses. If we know that we want to grow, we have to do what's needed in order to get that growth. We have to be practical about it. Believe in what you're offering and show up for it. If you have a really great offer that you know is going to make a difference to somebody, then promote it, talk about it, get it out there. Don't wait for somebody to tell you to do it. Do not wait for permission. Get out there, talk about it, and make those connections, and you'll get those sales. Sometimes we hold ourselves back because we're looking for that validation. We're looking for somebody to give us permission that it's okay to do something or to sell something. You've started your business because you don't want permission. You've started your business because you want to make things happen yourself. So make things happen. Ask yourself, and this is a really important question, are you actually showing up as the person that you need to be to get that success that you're wanting? What I mean by that, and let me break this down. If you are somebody that has a desire to make 6 figures in your business, are you showing up as that person that is worthy of that 6-figure business? Are you being the CEO in your business? Are you being the leader? Are you showing up as you need to be to drive your business forward? When you start to think about it in those terms, things will start to shift. We've got to let go of the stuff that's holding us back, those limiting beliefs. I can't do this. I'm not worthy of that. I'm an imposter. You're not an imposter. You are somebody that is a dreamer. You've got big dreams, big goals, big aspirations. You need to now put what you've got into action and make this happen. You have to get uncomfortable and do what is necessary. Because when you do that, then you become worthy of that success. So I want you to give yourself permission. I want you to know that you're already qualified, you're already experienced enough, and you're already worthy of success. That's a given. Success is yours. The version of you who has the business, the time freedom, the impact, That already exists within you. 100% already exists within you. Your job now is to stop waiting for the right time to appear and to start embodying it. No more hiding behind I'm not ready. No more playing small because it feels safe. You are the CEO. You are the creator. You are the leader. Make decisions from that identity, not from a place of fear, not from a place of burnout, and definitely not from a place of the past. The past is in the past. Whatever's been has gone. You need to take ownership of who you are now. So I want to just ask you again, are you showing up as the person that you need to be to make your vision a reality? And if not, what's one thing you can do today to shift into that vision of yourself? Thank you for tuning into today's episode. I hope you found this episode of value. And of course, please do feel free to share it with others who you may think will also benefit from listening to today's episode. Now, if today's discussion has sparked some inspiration and you are eager to share that with me, please head on over to Instagram at Karen_digital coach and please share your thoughts with me because I would love to hear from you. If you want to listen to more episodes, please hit subscribe so that you can be the first to be notified when I drop these episodes. And please do share my episodes because that does help others find my episodes as well. And if you are ready to take the next step, you want to build an online course and start building that time freedom into your business, then please check out my all-inclusive membership, Sell Your Brilliance Online, which is designed to guide you through creating your very first online course or digital product. Head on over to www.karen-davies.com/membership. Now, before I finish up, I just wanted to let you know that I will not be back next week because myself and my family, we're heading off on holiday. I'm going to take a week out and enjoy the sun, but I will be back the week after. I have a full library of episodes, so dive into them and I will be back with you in a couple of weeks. Take care. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Digitally She Does It show. Don't forget to check out the show notes for all the links and resources mentioned in today's episode. New episodes drop every week on a Wednesday, so why not rate and subscribe so you never miss an episode? Thank you for tuning in today, and I will see you next time.